I came to Bethel about 35 years ago, and I was a young married man at the time. Came here and would actually go back and forth between the Catholic Church with my wife and the Lutheran Church here. She'd come with me every other Sunday. And we decided to, when our children aged, we decided to pick one church, and we came to Bethel. And I got involved with an adult men's fellowship Bible study on Wednesday mornings, which I've been doing also for over 30 years, which I find very, very interesting to me. It's a real easy study. Basically, the way I approach it today is, what is Jesus or God saying to us in this passage? And if I believe it, what does it mean for my life? And so as I've studied that over the years, I have and thought about that. I once came into studying in Corinthians, found out that we're all given gifts. And I really thought, well, what is my gift? And I decided that one of the things, when I kind of tested myself and took a little surveys, and you go online today and you can do this, I found out that I'm kind of an extrovert and believe in greeting people and this type of thing. And I thought, well, that comes naturally to me. It's important to the church. And so I decided that's one thing that I really need to do. I was on what was called the evangelism committee back then, and outreach committee is basically what it is, to reach out to others. And I decided that my work in that committee, we decided to greet somebody new every Sunday. Go find somebody that we didn't know and shake their hand and smile and greet them and find out something about them. And the very small few people on the committee did that. And it's amazing what happened in our church with that. We became known as a much more friendly church, and it started catching on, and other people started doing the same thing. And it's just amazing. It was kind of God using us and me as an instrument. And so with that, it kind of solidified in my mind that we do all have gifts. Another gift I have is music. But so in my work in the church and what I do, and when I am around the church, I keep thinking about, when I see people, I think, I wonder what their gift is. And so the idea is to try to help people find their gifts and encourage them to work within the church or within their faith using some of those gifts. And it becomes very easy for them at that point. And I help people, it allows people to say yes where they can say yes, but more important, it allows people to say no when there's something that they're either too busy or it's not something that they're comfortable doing and they really feel that they can't do it. We all have to do some things that are uncomfortable, but there are people who can deal with that. And so sometimes somebody will ask me to do something, and I might say, well, I don't think so, but I'll help you find somebody else to do it. So I challenge that, and I think that's what God asked us to do. About 10 years ago, I went through a Via de Cristo weekend, and it's kind of ironic. It was our youngest daughter of 3 who said, "Mom and Dad, you are going to go through Via de Cristo weekend because I'm going to be involved with tech in a few months, and you're going to go before I'm involved with that." We had talked about it for 7 years before that, or something like that, and we just had not gotten ourselves to go do it. We went through the weekend, and personally, I'm talking about myself now. I used to say that God's grace is for people, and that that's one of the things about being Lutheran. And what was so interesting, that after I got out of Via de Cristo, I was able to say God's grace is for all people, and you know what? It's for me too. And it really made my faith personal to me, and it has so much freed me to be able to contribute where I could contribute, and to feel okay where I may not be able to contribute. The young people have tech, Teens Encounter Christ, which basically is the same kind of concept. And I encourage anybody who has the opportunity to do that to just go with an open mind and let the Holy Spirit and God do His work on us.